Hello YouTube, this is Darkon633 back with another Star Wars review. This time we're going to take a look at the Star Wars The Black Series 3 3/4 inch exclusive Sandtrooper. Now this is actually a really nice release, especially for those who did not get the original release back in like 2012-ish. I forgot exactly what year this particular figure came out, but it was on the Vintage Collection card at the time, so it's nice to see a new version of this figure get released to store shelves, even if it is still a Walmart exclusive. This is actually a slight repaint for what I could tell of that figure, but since I don't actually have that particular release, since I only got the white pauldron one, I'm actually happy to finally get a hold of this release in general. Anyways, we're going to take a look at the box. The box is in the standard 3 3/4 inch Black Series that we've seen. It has a picture of the Sandtrooper there, and has the bio on the back as normal, and that's pretty much it for the box. Now, just look at the figure alone. There's quite a bit of accessories going on here. First, it's got this little cool sentry droid, which can be attached to the backpack. It's just on this clear peg, which can be removed. And it's actually a clever hidden area where you can actually plug that in. We're actually going to take that off to the side for now. He also comes with this blaster rifle, which is pretty standard for some of the Stormtroopers that have been coming out. So that's really nice. You can actually put it in his hand with no major issues. So that's really cool that we actually have a figure with a bunch of accessories. Especially since it is about the $13 price point now for these super articulated Black Series figures. It's a little tricky to put in this hand. It's a little easy to put in the other hand, but there we go. So you can keep the blaster rifle in his hand. It's also got the standard Stormtrooper blaster, but it's got this articulated stock piece, so that's really cool that it actually has that. And it's actually the first that I actually own of that particular type of blaster with that articulated piece, so it's really nice. It also have this kind of sandy, grainy kind of paint going on for it, so it's really nice, and it actually gives it a lot more style than a standard Stormtrooper would. Articulation-wise, we're actually just going to take the weapons out of his hands for now, since we're actually going to quickly take a look at articulation. Articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint with good range of movement. It also has ball hinges at the shoulders. It also has ball hinges at the elbows and swivels at the wrists. It has fully articulated waist. It actually has good range of hip movement that allows you to move it outward and forward and back. It does have swivels at the thighs, ball hinged knees, and articulated ankles, so you do have a lot of articulation going on for it. What's cool is that you can remove the backpack, since it is a separate piece and it's actually removed in the package. You can, if you want, remove the helmet so that you can have a standard Stormtrooper, although if you just wanted a standard Stormtrooper, this isn't really going to cut it, since it does have the kind of sandy grainy color as mentioned earlier, and it does have a hole in the back, since it does have the ability to attach the backpack. So that's pretty much what you're going to get for that. We're just going to place back the pauldron and the backpack, which does peg in securely. And we're going to take a little comparison with some of the other kind of Sandtrooper sergeants, or whatever you want to call this, next to it. First, we're going to take a look at the Vintage Collection white pauldron version. While the design is very similar, it's definitely not the exact same figure design. Here's a comparison with the white pauldron armor version of the Rogue One Stormtrooper. We also have a comparison with the orange pauldron one. It's really nice that the Rogue One versions actually have the ability to have both versions of the troopers if you wished. So that's really cool. And finally, we're going to take a comparison with the... Actually, I got one more comparison beforehand. We're actually going to take a quick comparison with the Rogue One version, which is definitely quite different since it is an animated style version. And here it is next to the orange pauldron version of the Stormtrooper that came with base Malbus. So, it does work nicely in displays, and just as an overall figure, is really nice. Anyways, we're now going to take a look at all the troopers together and go with my final thoughts. So in conclusion, I definitely recommend getting this trooper if you happen to find it at your local Walmart store or even online. This is actually a really nice release, and it's something that I missed out the first time. So it's nice to actually have the particular type of the Sandtrooper with the orange pauldron, since I actually had the white pauldron one for years. So I highly recommend picking this up if you happen to find it. Anyways, I got this at Walmart.com for around $13, which is a little pricey, especially for what figures really cost today, but it's really nice to still actually get a hold of this, especially since it's something that I've been kind of wanting for a while, but haven't really got the chance to get to before this point. Anyways, please subscribe and check out Hero Club and Hero Taku. Also check my Twitter at Darkon633, and don't forget to check down the other channels down below. Please check the little bell at the bottom of the screen in order to see my content go up as soon as possible. And I'll be back with more Star Wars reviews, but for now, I'll be seeing you later, YouTube. Bye.